Yeah, Ginny. Mary Ryan, yeah. Send her right in. Mary Ryan, what are you doing here? You know, Frank's over at a meeting.
I know. That's why I'm here. It's news, whatever Thatcher Ross says.
You're having trouble with your boss, huh?
A minor disagreement, but I'll bring him around. I need a pass. 3 passes to that hearing. It's okay. Frank knows. I talked to him earlier, but he was on the run. You're not going to give me flack, are you, Bobby?
No, I wouldn't dream of it. You might be polite and tell me what's going on, though, just for the record. And who are you going to take with you?
1 cameraman, 1 sound man. I'm after a story on the appearance of the junior senator from New York before the urban subcommittee hearings on a summer job program for teenagers. If that isn't significant local news, what is?
Well, I got no argument there. Why doesn't Ross like it?
He's afraid I'll be accused of partiality to my brother, the senator. But if Frank and I weren't related, I bet he'd have sent me down to cover this job. News is news.
No, wait a second. He didn't say not to come, did he?
No. At least he didn't issue a directive. He didn't get the chance.
It's your job.
Listen, I had him practically convinced, but we were interrupted. I think he's more afraid about the weather than anything. I have to be back by airtime.
Well, listen, I don't want to discourage you or anything, but have you taken a look at what's going on outside that window?
I came from outside, so it's snowing.
Yeah, it's snowing a lot for D.C. I mean, they're not equipped to handle anything like that. I think Ross may be right.
Well, I went out on a limb to get here. I'm going to do my story and knock him out with it. Passes, please.
Okay. Now, you're going to have to sign these yourself, too. I'll call his secretary and let him know that you're on your way over. 1, 2, 3.
Bless you. Where's Nancy? At least I can say hello to her on the run.
No, you can't. You probably passed her in midair.
Oh.
Right now, she's probably back in New York.
Nancy Feldman, for heaven's sake, darling, how are you? Hey, what is the toast of Capitol Hill doing up north, huh?
Hi, Johnny. I'm on a mission for the boss.
Oh, come on.
Thanks, I think, to Ray Woodard.
Wow. She must be as happy with your work as Frank is.
Well, let's just say she likes it when I'm busy. Oh, no. Everything's fine, Johnny. Well, actually, I have one very pleasant task. To present you with this. I only wish Maeve were here, too. It's from Frank.
Now, look at that label. The Honorable Francis X. Ryan, U.S. Senate. When am I ever going to get used to that? Now, let's see what we...
It's a very special one. Look inside.
To Mother and Da, the Bible on which I took my oath of office, January 15, 1979, in love and gratitude, Frank. His mother's gonna love this. So am I. I only wish that day could have turned out differently for all of us. How's Frank doing about Edmund? Is he letting some of it out?
Well, he's working very hard. I think it's going to be a long time before he can let any of it out.
Hello, Nancy. You're up from Washington?
That's a pretty obvious question. Of course she's up from what? Hey, look what Frank sent up. The Bible he took his oath of office on. Look at that.
Oh, Ma's gonna love this.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I'll surprise her with it when she comes back. Well, I mean, you didn't come all the way up here just to bring this, did you?
Oh, no. I have to handle a situation for the senator. Small rebellion in the ranks.
Oh. Now, why do I think you're not too thrilled about that?
Because I'm not, and I'm sure it shows.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm in a terrible mood.
well, join the club.
Oh?
You go first. Is the job a disappointment?
Oh, absolutely not. I love the job. I love your brother. Well, Washington's the perfect place for me. Unfortunately, I don't think Ray Woodard agrees.
Well, that doesn't matter. I mean, you know, you're working for Frank, and the last time I heard, he said it was a terrific arrangement all the way around.
Well, yes, it does matter, and it's just one more thing that has to be managed. Basically, I have a lot of sympathy for Ray. I don't want to go around being angry at her, and I don't want her going around thinking I'm a threat to her.
What? You're kidding me. I mean, Ray is jealous.
Oh, no, not that way. Well, she just hates anyone having close access to Frank. I mean, I'm sure she feels the same way about Bob, only
He's not as pretty.
Only. They've been friends for so long, Frank and Bob, that I'm sure Ray knows she can't interfere there. And me, I'm another story. Or at least she thinks I am.
You know, for Frank's sake, just don't let Ray get to you. I mean, Bob's telling me you've been doing a fantastic job.
That's nice to hear. No, I will not let Ray Woodard get to me. I will not. I will not.
You will not.
So, what's your problem?
Well, it's not an interesting one, and it's not even a problem. It's just the way things are.
Which is how?
Well, it just hasn't worked out for Faith and myself.
Oh, Pat, I'm sorry. Last time I saw you, you were so full of hope.
No, it's just, you know, that part's over. She and Tom want to get back together again for official purposes, which tells me where her priorities are, so I'm just sitting back and getting used to the idea.
Oh, Pat, all your plans.
My plans, at the moment, are short range and simple. I mean, what I really want, I mean, have you got any time to yourself tonight?
I'll make some.
Make some, because all I want to do is take you out to dinner, a few drinks, just to dinner. I want to take you out, and I just want to listen.
Listen, to what?
I mean, well, anything, and to more about the Ray situation.
Oh, I've said all I could about that.
Well, tell me in depth, in specific, unless you don't feel like it.
Actually, I do. Actually, I'd love to. I mean, I can't really talk to anybody about Ray. Bob's probably sick of it, and, well, Mother and Daddy are out of the questions.
Yeah, you see, I knew you needed somebody to kvetch to.
Kvetch?
Kvetch. That's the right word, right? Complain, run on about it all. I say it right?
Very good, Dr. Ryan.
I'll get it down. Excuse me, just a minute. Yeah, Ryan's.
Who's this? Pat?
Yeah, Jack. Da's got his hands full. You need him at the moment?
No, you. Don't say anything to Johnny. I'm in no mood for his huffing and puffing. Look, Siobhan and I had a little trouble this morning, and, she's got a third-degree burn on her arm. She's being treated right now in emergency. Could you come over?
Yeah, listen, I'll be over there right away. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
The hospital?
Yeah. Da, listen, I gotta go. Okay? Yeah, sure. Lem's for dinner?
Great.
8 o'clock?
Fine.
Okay.
Anywhere but Greenberg's.
So, tell me, how did I do? Now, remember, it was my first subcommittee hearing, so be fair.
Are you asking me as an impartial news anchor person or as your sister?
Both.
As a news person, I'd say the junior senator from New York made an impressive showing. He'd obviously done his homework and was pushing hard for a program that would benefit the young people of his state.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. And?
And as your sister, I thought you were fantastic, incredible, and wonderful.
Now, it seems to me you could work that into your story.
Ah, that's not news, Franco. And that's what I'm after. But I'm very pleased with the story. And even Thatcher won't be able to grouch about it because it's better than even I expected.
Well, you don't think he'll be so mad he won't care how good it is, do you?
No, I don't. Because he's fair. I found that out. If you really believe something, and you hold out, and you give him good, solid arguments, he's responsive. He's even been known to admit he might be wrong.
And you, of course, are equally gracious.
Oh, I try. But it doesn't come easily in our family.
True, true.
Well, I have a plane to catch up.
No, Mayor, wait a minute. Have you seen Jill?
I stopped in this morning before work. I wish I could tell you something happier. But she's still grieving, and she's still in a lot of pain. Seneca expects the muscle spasms in her back will go on for a long time, and they have to be careful about drugs, of course.
Well, I have no doubt Seneca will control the situation.
He's always there, at any rate.
Yeah.
How's Ray?
Ray's fine. Busy. Very happy, she says. I'm not so sure.
She likes Washington, right?
Oh, she loves the scene down here, all the social stuff, the being at the center of power. If there's... The problem is in terms of me.
What kind of problem?
Well, for one thing, I haven't been able to spend as much time with her as I used to. And on the other hand, her role isn't as clearly defined here as it was during the campaign.
She's a grown-up person making a choice.
Yeah.
Where are you with her?
Well, we've shared a lot, Mayor. I do love her in a particular kind of way. And I am grateful to her. She knows that. She also knows how I feel about Jill.
Oh, Frank.
No, I'm not going to kid myself into thinking that there's any kind of future there with Jill. But if I ever were to remarry again, Mayor, I would have to feel that way. And I don't think that's likely to happen with Ray.
Mary, I don't think you're going to like to hear this, but I got bad news. I've just been on the line to the airport. They're going to be closed down at least 2 hours. Heavy fog with snow.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
No, honey, I'm not. I don't see how you're going to make that show.
Before I forget that, where's Mrs. Finelli?
Oh, she's in Washington, Mr. Ross.
Washington? What time does she leave?
Well, she took the 11 o'clock flight there, and she'll get the 3 o'clock back.
Indeed. Well, if she returns or if she calls, put her through to me immediately.
Okay.
She is in Washington, contrary to my advice.
Yeah, that is very nasty. But it'll heal. The area is limited. You can go ahead and dress it now.
Yes, doctor.
I knocked that valve off, and my arm was right over where all the steam comes out. I guess as a plumber, I'm a klutz.
As a plumber, you saved a lot of lives.
Now, this is to be applied along with your dressing change as directed.
It's an antibiotic ointment. I'll give you the prescription.
Oh, Jack. I don't know how to say that I'm sorry.
You didn't volunteer for boiler duty.
Yeah, but it's my fault that we were in there in the first place.
Look, I don't want to hear anything about this now, okay? What I want is to get those miserable... Yeah, they weren't just gonna blow us up with the boiler. They were gonna blow that whole building. That's families and little kids. I'm gonna find out who they are. And whatever it takes, Frank, the DA, Jumbo, whatever it takes, Martin Pyle and CMP Realty and all their friends are gonna get theirs.
All right, now that you're just about to it.
I gotta go to work. I'm already 2 hours late.
Honey, that may not be too smart. I mean, you could have a reaction from
No.
this.
I could have a reaction at home as easy as I could at the office. Sorry. I'm not just trying to be willful, Patty. I mean, I don't want to sit around and feel sorry for myself.
All right, but look, if you feel wobbly, you come home, okay? And be sure you drink plenty of fluids. And also, I think it's time to call Don.
Oh, not yet, please.
But he was expecting to hear from you, too. I mean, you want him to worry?
No, but I can't handle talking to him right now. I mean...
Yeah, I can just hear him. What the devil you think you're doing, Finale? Look, I think you better call him now and just tell him the minimum, and then we'll fill him in later.
Just use that phone. Just dial 9.
Hi, Daddy.
It's Siobhan.
Siobhan, yeah. Listen. Oh, what happened? Where are you, darling?
I'm over at Riverside.
What?
I'm in emergency.
What do you mean you're in
No, we're okay. I just got a little burn here from the boiler.
Wait, I thought Finelli knew all about boilers.
Daddy, it's not his fault. I took a chance, and, it's not really bad. I'm going over to work.
Wait, now, darling, you should come right home now. Come on, shouldn't you?
No, Daddy, not really. It's not bad. It's fine.
Well, whatever you say. Thanks for calling, sweetheart, and I'll see you later.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Oh, that ought to hold him. Can't imagine what he's gonna do when he hears the rest.
Well, something smart, undoubtedly. Probably go down and throw a brick at Martin Pyle.
And you're quite sure it'll take 2 hours at least? I see. All right. Thank you.
No. Listen, if she can't make it by 5, there's no sense anyway. Yeah, all right. Okay, call back. All right, keep in touch.
Not even Ray's playing.
I'm sorry, honey.
He was right. I can't stand it. Mr. Ross was right, and I was wrong.
Listen, no one's going to get out of that airport before dinner, and even then you're going to have a 2-hour traffic tie-up.
What are you going to do?
What can I do? I have to call him. Can I dial through from here?
Mary Finelli's office.
Phyllis, it's me.
Mary, where are you?
Thatcher's in your office right now.
I bet. I'm still in Washington. Put me through. I might as well face it.
Okay.
Ross,
Thatcher, it's Mary. I'm in Washington.
so I've been told.
I managed to get the story, and I think you'll like it. But you were right, of course, about the weather. The airport's closed down. I can't make it back for the show. Mr. Ross?
Go on, please.
Well, I guess you'll have to put somebody on for me.
Clearly.
Actually, things aren't in too bad a shape for the broadcast. I was planning to start with the inflation story and then do a follow-up on the city hospital's controversy. Those are both written and typed in a folder to the left on my desk. Then there's a yellow pad right on top. There's an update on unemployment in the city, which I was hoping to use as a lead-in for the summer job program story.
The story about your brother.
Please. We agreed that wasn't my object. Anyway, that story can stand by itself, and I'll think of something else for tomorrow.
That is, assuming that you can find your way back here by then. And,
Yes?
Never mind. We'll discuss that when you get back. I'll expect to see you immediately.
Of course. Now, there's what I call my filler folder in my middle right-hand drawer. There are odds and ends there, human interest stuff, nothing dated. But most of it's handwritten, so Phyllis will have to type it. And there's a bit I winged yesterday I was going to get your approval on. About the choking aid bill, which goes into effect in the city tomorrow. Jerry and I went out yesterday and got some tape of the restaurants posting signs on how to do the Heimlich maneuver.
That should be fascinating.
It's not the greatest wind-up, but it's valid news, okay?
We don't have very much choice, do we?
I'm sorry. I think that's everything.
I assure you we'll manage. We always have.
All right. I'll be in early tomorrow.
Yes. Good day.
Bye. Oh, my God.
Bad?
Not good. Why was I so stubborn? When do I learn to listen?
Look, Mary, it takes all of us a while. Anyway, you thought you were doing the right thing. The weather was just bad luck.
What's up, hon?
Well, I guess I'll see a little of Washington in the snow. Maybe I'll go up to the cathedral, get my ashes, and pray. That's about all that's going to help me now.
Meet 5 friends living it up in Louisville. They're breaking rules, rewriting tradition, and living life on their own terms. A new original reality series, Southern Belle's Louisville, premieres this Thursday at 10 on SoapNet.